Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking to you all about my hair. So I often get questions about my hair, what I ask for, what I've had done. So today I thought I would address that, but I'm also going to be talking you through my whole hair story. I have been dyeing my hair for about 7 years now, and to some people that might be a lot, some people that's nothing, and I've really had quite a few different moments throughout that. Whilst I've gone for pretty much the same style, my hair's changed in length, my kind of what I wanted has changed. So today I'm going to take you through everything and really talk you through my hair story, where I started and where I'm at now and where I want to go with my hair. So yeah, I'm also going to show you some products that I've been using in my hair as well, if you're wanting to try some new hair products or you're wanting to know what I use. So without further ado, I'm going to start with the hair story. So to give you a bit of background of what my hair is actually like, my natural hair is like brunette with like a ginger tinge running through it, and I used to have the longest hair. When I was at secondary school, my hair was like my comfort blanket, so it was really long, and I never really thought too much of it. My hair was just like there and I needed it down because it made me feel comfortable, made me feel safe. So yeah, I had this long brown hair. I'll obviously insert some pictures so you can see exactly what it looks like, and I loved it, and a lot of people complimented me on it because it was just like naturally long, and not a huge amount of people had the length hair that I did when I was at school. And I used to do this thing where I'd like twist it into buns and then take it out the next day, and it would be like beautifully naturally curly. I can't do that anymore now that I've dyed my hair, but I used to be able to do it, and that was great. Anyway, so I had that hair for pretty much up until I was about 18. Yeah, until I was 18. And then I went to Reading Festival, and one of the girls I went with was like, oh my god, you should ombre your hair. And this was a time when ombre was like huge, and I was like, I could do that. My hair was so long, it was like past my belly button pretty much, and I was like, I could do that. Like if I dip, kind of like dip dye, I was like, if I do the ends, I can just chop it off if I don't like it. So that is exactly what I did. Just before I went to uni, I dyed the bottoms of my hair blonde, and I fell in love with it. So ever since then I have been dyeing my hair blonde. Now when I did it the first time, I did it myself, because I was just doing the ends. I was like, it doesn't matter. I knew that I could chop it off, and then the more I did it, the more I started to love having this like blonde in my hair. Now I did do it all myself for quite a few years. I didn't want to pay the money for it, and it was ombre, so it wasn't like, it didn't need to be perfect, because the whole point of ombre is that it just like, as long as it blends, it's fine. So yeah, I would dye it maybe every 3 months or so. I didn't do a very good job in terms of looking after my hair, so my hair did die pretty much after a year of doing it. I went on holiday in the summer after my first year of uni, and by the end of the holiday, because I didn't protect it whilst I was on holiday, it was like dead. The ends were so thin, and I was like, I had to chop it. So this is where my hair started to get a bit shorter. I chopped it for the first time in a very long time, to about maybe here, a bit shorter than my hair is now, and it was like a culture shock to me. I was like, what have I done? And everyone was telling me I looked older, and that's where my shorter hair kind of love came from, because I always had long hair before then, but I had to chop it. It was so badly damaged that if I hadn't have chopped it, it was just going to get worse and worse. So I chopped it. My hairdresser was like, what have you done to your hair? So yeah, I had it chopped, and then this was the first time I had it dyed by an actual hairdresser. I had ombre pretty much done to my hair. It was like ombre, but kind of like balayage. It wasn't really balayage, and it wasn't really fully ombre. It was kind of like a mix of the two, and I fell in love with it. I was like, wow, like this, my hair looks good. I was like, oh yeah. So then I basically kept that hair, and then over the next couple of years or so, I just grew my hair out, chopped it short, grew it out, chopped it a bit shorter. I didn't really stray away from what I was going for those years, because that's what I liked. And I did have ombre hair for quite a few years, up until maybe last year. Yeah, last year I had ombre hair, and basically I used to just get it done, grow it out, my hair would grow, then I would get it done again and maybe chop my hair, because I always like to have long hair. And I would chop it because it's the best thing to do when your hair's a bit dead at the end. You want to chop the ends, get rid of them. So yeah, I ombre'd my hair for a good few years. I remember when I went to graduate uni, I did it myself, and it was awful. So I had to go to the hairdresser to correct it. So never ever do your hair yourself, because unless you're literally dip dyeing the ends, don't do it yourself, because I was crying because I did not want to go to graduation with bad hair. Got it sorted out, it was all fine. And then after that I didn't really touch my hair too much. I didn't really have it dyed by anyone. I think I left it for a good few years. I dyed it, the bottoms myself, so I'd try and get like the ends to still look blonde. But other than that, I didn't touch it. And then last year I was like, I don't want ombre hair anymore, I want balayage. So I made the conscious decision to chop all of my ombre off. So it'd grown out by this point, and my hair was quite long, like for the first time in ages, and I was like, I've got to chop it off. In order for me to get that balayage look, I need to start from scratch. So I chopped my hair off, and you can see like a little bit of blonde at the ends, but it was nothing. To a short brown bob, and safe to say, I didn't like it. I did not enjoy being brunette. It reminded me of when I was at school, and I didn't have the best time at school due to my anxiety. So I couldn't do it, and I instantly went and got my hair balayaged, and ever since then I've been in love with it. So when I went the first time, I literally said, I want balayage, and she gave me balayage. I'll obviously insert that picture so you can see. And then I left it for about probably 6 months, 7 months or something. I usually try and leave my hair quite a good chunk of time before I get it done again, because I like my hair to kind of be in a good condition when I get it dyed. And then the second time I had it done, it was so blonde, and I loved it. It was so summery, super blonde, like it was like dreamy. And again, I fell in love with this hair, although the way it was done the last time before this time, she did it like basically so I looked like I had roots and like my hair had grown out, and it just didn't look very good, especially for the start, because you know when your hair's super vibrant when you first have it dyed, it just didn't look great. But once over time washed it, it actually looked fine. And then I chopped it short again because I was like, I don't want long hair, which was in November. I chopped it short. I really regret it because my hair was at such a good length, and I could have just got it re-dyed, or you know, maybe like try to do something with it, but no, I chopped it. Still regret it. And here we are today. So I am currently growing my hair out. I've mentioned this before on my Instagram stories. I really want to get my hair long again. I mean, it's quite long now actually, to be fair, but I want to get it to like maybe down here. I just want it to feel long. I want to live the long hair dream again, because it's been a while and I really enjoy having long hair. But on Friday, when you're watching this, it will be the Friday just gone, I had my hair dyed, and this is the final result. You've probably been wondering this the whole way through. Is she going to talk about her hair? Yes, I am now. So I had it dyed at a place in Amsterdam. I've never been there before to have my hair dyed. I had my hair cut there, but I've never had it dyed there. And there were so many good reviews that I was like, I'm just going to go for it. Usually when I get my hair balayaged by a place that's really well recommended, it's really good. I am not someone who has had the same hairdresser for years, because I've been all in different places, and I just kind of go where someone says is good, basically. And honestly, she did an amazing job. Basically what I asked for this time was my hair colour as it was, but higher up and a little bit lighter. So when you bleach your hair, eventually it does fade. The colour goes, it kind of fades into like a much softer blonde more than a brighter blonde, and my hair had faded into a softer blonde, and I liked the colour. Like, I didn't have anything against it, and I actually could have gone longer without having it done, because that's a good thing about balayage, is that it grows out naturally so that it doesn't look bad when you leave it for a long time. Anyway, she basically did the most amazing job, and it's now like a really lovely kind of slightly ashier toned blonde. It's a little bit more suited to maybe my like actual hair color, and I love it. Like, I do love having a bright blonde hair, and I would have literally gone for that. This is what she did for me, and I was like, I love it. It's so not something I would have asked for, but now I've found the hair colour that I love. Honestly, yeah, I don't really ask for anything in particular. I literally just say balayage, just bring it up higher, because usually it grown out by, it was like down to here, and I was like, I just want it brought up higher and a bit lighter, and that's exactly what she did, and that's what I will continue to ask for as time goes by. But I always try and leave it a good chunk of time before I get it dyed again, because like I said, I like to protect my hair, and where in the past I've let my hair dye at the bottom, I can't bear to do it to myself again. And I love hair care now. I'm like really enjoying it, so naturally I just love to pamper my hair. That is my hair story up until now. If you have any more questions, please feel free to message me in the comments or DM me, because I may not have covered everything. But I'm now going to show you some products that I use on my hair. Now, I don't use a drastic amount of stuff. I don't use expensive products. I am very simple with my hair care, and it seems to work for me. My hair doesn't get damaged as much as maybe other people's does, because I mean, I don't really curl it that much, I don't really straighten it that much, especially not at the moment, and I don't really dry my hair with the hairdryer that much either. I do when I'm like getting ready and I've got to go somewhere, or you know, it's in the evening or whatever, I may dry it, but usually I try to naturally dry it, because I think it's just the best thing to do for your hair. Anyway, let me get into the products. So first of all, we have this, which is the L'Oreal Elvive Colorvine. It doesn't say Colorvine. This is the L'Oreal purple shampoo. Now, I've tried an array of purple shampoos. To be honest, I don't really know what the best one is, but because I am currently on a bit of a budget and I don't really want to be spending loads of money on purple shampoos and stuff, this is the one I've been using. And I was using it before I had my hair done. I have not washed this hair since I had it done, so I don't know if this is how this will work on my hair now. But I just think a purple shampoo is great for just boosting the colour, especially if you haven't had your hair dyed in a really long time, or if you're someone who's like desperately needing to get your hair done but you can't at the moment. Get yourself a good purple shampoo just to kind of like brighten your hair up a little bit, and it does work a treat. There are better ones out there than this, I know there is, but this is the one I've been using and it's pretty good, and it's not that expensive. And purple shampoos are definitely trial and error. You've just got to try one and see what works for you. I do prefer to use a purple conditioner more than I do a purple shampoo. I find purple shampoos don't lather up that much, and I have like quite a lot of hair. It's not super thick, but I have a lot of hair. It's kind of thick, but it's not super thick. So I find I have to use quite a lot of shampoo, and this doesn't, you end up having to use more because it doesn't lather up as much. If that makes sense. So yeah, in terms of normal shampoos, I don't really have one that I'm absolutely swear by. Shampoos are something that I've always struggled with because I never really know what to go for. I try different ones all the time. There's a really good L'Oreal one that I like to use. It's like a one for colour hair, and I really like that. But yeah, or is it Garnier? I'll put a picture of it on the screen because I don't actually know what it's called, but I really enjoy it. It's like a really cheap, good shampoo. So yeah, that's what I go for shampoo. And then for a hair mask, I have spoken about this before. I wanted to share this again just in case the people watching this video haven't seen any of my previous videos. This is the Garnier Loving Blends or Ultimate Blends hair mask in the honey flavour. Honey flavour? It's not flavour, what's it called? Honey. the honey one. This is for repairing hair, so if you've got like broken ends or if you just want to really nourish your hair, this is really good. I have gone on about this before. I love it. It's really, really nice. You just like literally like coat your hair in it. It feels dreamy. It's amazing. I love it, and it's like £5. So I highly recommend this. Garnier products in general, hair care wise, are really, really good, and I actually really, really enjoy them. So I will leave the link to this and all the other products I talk about below because it's incredible and I love it. And then for hair oil, I usually use the Moroccan oil hair treatment. I'll link it below. It's incredible. I love it. It's probably my favourite hair oil, and I really want to buy it again, but I have other hair oils to use. So I thought I'd share one that I'm using currently, which is the Grow Gorgeous Repair Heat Protecting Leave-In Oil. Good if you style your hair a lot. I personally don't love this as much as the Moroccan oil one. So if I was going to say to buy one of them, it would be the Moroccan oil. But really good oil to try if you're looking for something to try, you want to do something, try something different, worth a go. But I do like it, just not as much as the Moroccan oil one. The Moroccan oil one is amazing. And then finally, this is a product that most people have in their beauty cupboards, but it's Batista dry shampoo. I don't know what I would do without dry shampoo. I don't actually use it that much at the moment because if my hair gets greasy, I just let it get greasy because I'm not going anywhere. But if I was actually going somewhere, I would be using this. I love this stuff. Who doesn't love dry shampoo? It's such a saviour. Really good tip is to spray your hair in the evening before you go to bed with this, like all over, get all the roots, so you basically look like a crazy person with like white all over your hair. Then go to sleep, and the next morning your hair basically feels cleaner. It doesn't feel as like, sometimes with dry shampoo it can make your hair feel a little bit like ugh, whereas like when you sleep in it just like sinks in, and then when you wake up in the morning your hair feels like a little bit better. It doesn't feel like freshly washed, but it feels a little bit more okay. Yeah, it actually looks quite good. So yeah, good little tip for dry shampoo. But that is everything. That is everything I have to talk to you about today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully this gave you a little bit of an insight into what I've done to my hair and the hair story and how I got to where I am now. But yeah, let me know if you would like me to do any more hair related videos, and I will happily do those. But for now, I will catch you all in my next video.